95, last year is coming up. Second down. winner of the 6 3-minute bout, junior welterweight, the technical TKO, 1 minute 57 seconds into the 5th round. From the red corner, Danny McGrail. And thanks on Graham for a great fight. It was a great fight. Put the hands up the boys, ladies and gentlemen. An excellent performance by John Graham. The Danny McGrail is standing there and got those punches in the end to take it out. Will we please present the trophy with the same pressure it is to Danny for that amazing fight. Thank you very much. But thank you for Danny McGrail, ladies and gentlemen, on his way to the Australian rankings for sure. We're going to have fights together with Danny in the new fights around the new year, I can assure you. Thanks to both fighters. And referee John Crawford. We'll go very shortly with a full show from Kenny Moss. We'll tell you about it while they're holding our moments.
Those at the Waterloo Cup Hotel down in my neck of the woods. They're big Shannon Taylor fans down there, and Shannon, you'll be in action September 25 to christen the new venue at Wollongong, a fabulous new stadium that we were looking over today, and I bet you're primed for that.
Certainly, you know, John, I've had 2 broken hands. You know, I've had ligament damage in the left and a broken right knuckle, and you know, I've just started punching over the last couple of weeks, and you know, they're feeling okay, a little bit sore after a couple of training sessions, but you know, I'm determined to get back and win this fight and hopefully get a title shot in the next 6 months.
Tony Squillace, his last bout was in October last year. He went 10 rounds with Darren Zappa for the Victorian junior welterweight crown. He was on the losing end, but it was a very good fight from all reports. Prior to that, he did have a 3rd round knockout win over Don Cortez in Melbourne in August, and that is the sort of form he would like to get back to. Won 20 of his 25 amateur fights. He was the Australian amateur lightweight champion back in 1992. Won his first 4 professional fights, and then he ran into Alan Abunakad, the former New South Wales state champion, and that just slowed his progress up somewhat. It's taking him some time to get back on track, but as we saw in the gym, he's worked very hard. He's short for a junior welterweight, Shannon, and somewhat surprisingly has a reach advantage over this man, Danny McGrail, the former Adelaide boy who now trains up on the Gold Coast. And Danny McGrail has been in against some very, very good Australian fighters, including Stuart Patterson, who he went 8 rounds with back in July before losing, and he had himself off the canvas in the 1st round. Danny McGrail, he'll be much sharper, I expect, in the early stages of this fight, Shannon.
Yeah, Danny McGrail's a good fighter. You know, we've seen him a couple of times on Fox Sports, and certainly had a good amateur career.
He too a former Australian amateur champion at junior welterweight level, the same year, 1992, as Tony Squillace. So they do have a history, these two. It should be a very good fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we open tonight's card with a junior welterweight clash scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds. In the red corner, he is from Melbourne, Victoria. He weighed in at 64.45 kilograms. He is wearing black shorts and a record 5 wins, 4 losses, 2 knockouts, Tony Squillace. His opponent in the blue corner hails from the Gold Coast. He weighed in at 64.15 kilograms. His trunks purple in colour. 8 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 3 knockouts, Danny McGrail. The referee of this contest, Mr. Charlie Lucas. The judges at ringside, Gary Dean, Herb Luddington and Des Bloyd. The timekeeper in charge, Alex Fraser.
Okay. Righto, boys, you both know what this is all about. In the event of a knockdown, the standing boxer, go to that corner there or the one behind me, stay there till I tell you to come out. You must, if I say stop or break, you must stop punching and step back and keep your hands up. You must defend yourself at all times and obey my instructions at all times. Remember, they came to watch you box, they didn't come to see me referee. Shake hands.
Final instructions there from referee Charlie Lucas, one of the most experienced in the country. Rest assured he will be on top of the situation throughout. Danny McGrail coming out of the blue corner. Has to be said, for a man who has a fashion business, his trunks, well, they certainly are different, it has to be said. And Tony Squillace, well, he's a picture of concentration. Scheduled for 6 underway here at the Thirroul Leagues Club. Tony Squillace in the black trunks, the shorter of the two. It's McGrail who scores first with an overhand right. Now Squillace working down to the body. It started in impressive fashion. We expected this would be all action.
Both fighters look very fit, John.
Yes, as I mentioned, just a pound or two over the junior welterweight limit of 140 pounds, 63.5 kilos. Some solid shots being landed here by McGrail early on.
Certainly hit Tony with a nice left hook a couple of combinations ago. I think this fight's going to heat up John.
Both very active, mobile fighters. McGrail missing with the right hand.
Looks in control, John, McGrail. Just looks nice and calm, boxing behind the left hand.
Coming forward again, using his height advantage. But we know Tony Squillace does have power in both hands. A couple of knockouts on his log. Has proven to be durable in the past as well, and he'll need to be if he keeps walking into that left hand of Danny McGrail.
Yeah, the left jab's working well. Danny McGrail.
McGrail just evading Squillace. Again backing away from his shorter opponent. Right hand was a scoring punch from Squillace. And that certainly grabbed the attention of Danny McGrail. Danny McGrail gives the impression of having the ability to go all the way to the top, particularly here in Australia, Shannon.
Yeah, he's got good boxing ability, Danny McGrail. I think the key factor in this fight is going to be the left hook.
Just flashing out that jab, trying to get the range against Tony Squillace. 45 seconds remaining here, round number 1.
Just feel that Tony's open to the left hook. Oh, nice jab by Tony Squillace.
Good answer too from Danny McGrail. Right hand again from McGrail, a scoring punch.
This is going to be a very interesting contest, John.
Well, certainly the fans who have made their way here to Thirroul coming in, I've heard the comment that on paper tonight looks like one of the best promotions we've had on Fox Sports. It's quality right from top to bottom, and when you have the likes of Danny McGrail and Tony Squillace, two former Australian amateur champions, as our first fight, well, that gives a good indication of the quality still to come. Overhand right from Tony Squillace, right on the bell to bring us to the end of round number 1. Healthy applause from the crowd, a good start. Shannon Taylor has Danny McGrail maybe just edging the points there over Tony Squillace, 10-9, Shannon.
Yeah, John, just the left jab. I feel that he dominated the round with the left jab.
Some of the action from the opening round. Both men had their moments, although McGrail did give the impression of landing just the more solid shots, although there's the best jab of the first round. It belonged to Tony Squillace. McGrail answered pretty quickly. It stung him into action, and then he came looking for this man, Tony Squillace.
I think Tony's got to put more pressure on Danny McGrail.
Shannon Taylor scores 10-9. He gives the round to Danny McGrail. Let's see what Tony Squillace can manufacture here, round number 2. Squillace in the black trunks, the shorter of the two men. Shaven head of Danny McGrail.
That's what Tony has to do. He has to walk up and put the pressure on Danny.
Solid blows then from McGrail.
He's just getting kicked off there. At the moment, Tony is, with the distance he's got between him and Danny at the moment, he's got to close the gap and try and pressure fight Danny McGrail.
Squillace just switching to southpaw there momentarily. Oh, it's a good combination there as well as he backs up McGrail. McGrail has shown a propensity to lead with that right hand, not only in this fight, but when we've seen him on previous occasions on Fox Sports as well. Two very well-schooled boxers. Good body shots from Tony Squillace.
Good left hook by Danny McGrail.
Right hand also from Squillace. A bit of a mouse now appearing under the left eye of Tony Squillace. McGrail standing right in front of him. Again, Squillace flirts with the southpaw stance, switches back pretty quickly. At the moment, Squillace just finding it a little difficult to get inside Danny McGrail. Danny McGrail hits him with a lead right.
It's nice punching by Danny McGrail.
Get the impression McGrail feels he has this well under control. Big left hand there to start this rally. Now Squillace works to the body. Charlie Lucas, the referee, telling both men to punch away. You'll be able to see that mark just appearing under the left eye of Tony Squillace. There's not a good sign early in the fight. Although it has to be said, better under the eye than just over the eye.
Certainly, John. I think the marks come from the left jab of Danny McGrail. He's throwing it pretty sharp tonight. Nice punching.
Solid left hand to end the exchange from Squillace, however. These two are getting busy here. Final 30 seconds, round number 2. Junior welterweights go at it. McGrail is ranked the number 2 lightweight in Australia, number 7 junior welterweight. So solid are his credentials. Squillace was top 10 ranked here in Australia at the start of his career. It has just slipped a little since. Working to the body. Good exchange there again. Very good battle to get us underway here from Thirroul. And Danny McGrail heads back to the blue corner. Tony Squillace retreats to the red corner. Hard to split them there in round number 2.
How many punches that man?
Yes, Squillace working to the body, but as you see, he worked downstairs and McGrail tagged him with the left. Lead right also from Squillace. Seeing different variations here. Shannon Taylor has scored that round 10-10. It gives McGrail a 1-point lead after 2 rounds. I guess we're putting you in the hot seat a little here, Shannon.
Yeah, John, yeah, but that was an even sort of round. You know, it was a very hard one. I felt that Danny McGrail was early in the round was sort of dictating the fight behind his jab, but certainly Tony Squillace got back into some nice combinations at the end of the round.
Some of his punches found the mark and did so solidly as we get set round number 3. Junior welterweight clash between Tony Squillace representing Nick Canavan's Ringwood Gym in the black trunks. Danny McGrail now fights out of the Gold Coast with Ray Giles. Once again, they are very quickly back into action. Squillace trying to lift the tempo here in round number 3. He's very fit. He looks in great shape, Shannon.
They both fighters do.
We're seeing the benefit of their schooling as amateurs as well. Both men varying their attack, going downstairs. And on cue, McGrail lands with a right hand to the ribcage of Tony Squillace. Not only is McGrail a good offensive fighter, but his defence is also very good. Holds his hands very high, as you can see. And just evading the left hand there from Squillace. Very evenly matched. Will Morty's Fight Vision has done an excellent job putting this program together. In the absence of Ray Connolly, who of course isn't well at the moment, and our thoughts go out to Ray Connolly.
Certainly, John, I'd like to wish Ray all the best. Hopefully he can be at my next fight in 5 weeks' time. Ray he hasn't missed one of my fights since turning professional, and he's one of boxing's true gentlemen, and you know, my wishes go to you, Ray.
At the moment, Tony Squillace and Danny McGrail involved in a very interesting affair here, middle stages, round number 3. Going so far this round, it'll be hard to score, not a lot between them. Squillace is having trouble finding the range with Danny McGrail.
Nice right hand by Danny McGrail. If I was Tony, I'd probably be trying to work the body of Danny. You know, he seems to have his hands up high, but he leaves that bottom right rib unprotected. You know, I'd certainly, you know, That's my favourite way to fight, is to go to the body. So, yeah, maybe if I was Tony, I'd be heading down there.
He has been down there with some success already in the fight.
He's doing it nice now.
Walked into a solid right hand there, coming forward. McGrail picked him off. Certainly McGrail has landed the heavier blows upstairs. Squalase is chasing him across the ring into the neutral corner.
Step back. Okay.
McGrail feeding out the left hand again. Tony Squalase. He's taken a little bit of punishment.
Okay.
Charlie Lucas talking to Tony Squalase there about holding the back of Danny McGrail's head. Good exchange there with left hands. The concentration
the left hook, John.
on Squalase's face. Determination written all over his face, and he comes forward again, but McGrail opens up and tags him a couple of times as we come to the end of round number 3. Excellent contest going here on Fox. There's Mick Canavan in the corner with Tony Squalase. Craig Trotter in the background there, former Commonwealth champ. Here's some of the action, and that's Squalase was spoken to by referee Charlie Lucas about holding the back of Danny McGrail's head there.
It's a very close fight, John.
Very close fight. And at the moment, Shannon Taylor again couldn't split round number 3. 10 points apiece, leaving McGrail with a 1-point edge. Let's listen in with Mick Canavan.
You want you here. Can't be taking any shots on the chin, mate. Huh?
What we do this round?
Duck a few more, then leads and hit him to the body or hook him.
Experienced campaigner Mick Canavan. He's in for a busy night with Lou Gang in the next fight. For the moment, his concerns are with Tony Squalase in the black trunks as round number 4 of this scheduled 6-round junior welterweight clash gets underway. Danny McGrail in those purple trunks. And they've been at it since the opening bell. Here's Squalase coming forward. On that occasion, he did tag McGrail a couple of times. But the pattern of the fight has been when Squalase scores, McGrail comes back even harder, Shannon.
Certainly, John, I'd like to see Danny McGrail open up a little more, dictate the fight. You know, he's certainly, I think he believes he's in control of the fight. He's certainly boxing nicely and just cruising along, but I'd certainly like to see him take initiative and open up a little more.
Yes, he just appears to be fighting within himself at the moment. Solid left hand and good right hand from Tony Squalase.
Yeah, this is take one, give one.
Excellent contest to get us underway. Squalase still charging across the ring, pursuing Danny McGrail.
McGrail's cut over the right eye, I believe.
Over the left
eye,
eye.
sorry, John.
McGrail does have a problem. It is over the eye. That will be leaking blood down into his eye, and Charlie Lucas is going to stop this, and Danny McGrail will be inspected by our doctor Alex Lewis. Charlie Lucas is telling the judges it was from a punch.
It's a nasty cut. It's right above the left eye.
Okay. End of the round. Okay.
Alex Lewis says we'll wait until the end of the round to reassess things. It is in a bad spot. You watch Tony Squalase start to target it now. He hit it flush with a right hand.
Oh,
And he's tagged him again. Squalase getting on top here, round number 4.
That eye's worrying Danny McGrail.
Certainly Squalase has a left eye problem of his own, although it is not bleeding.
Danny's got to dig down and go for it because he mightn't have another round left. It's a nasty cut starting to trickle down the face, left-hand side of the face.
It's obviously affecting him. Squalase goes with the right hand again, partially blocked on the gloves, but worrying signs here for Danny McGrail. He's lost only 2 fights in 11 starts, Danny McGrail. And they're not leaving anything behind, these two. That cut being worked over now a little bit by Tony Squalase.
Okay. Box on, son.